So there's no chance. Oh wow, this is FFA. Well, okay, fine. We can work with that. Will just take longer to win. Feels bad. Okay, so bases. I have pretty bad bases. I'm going to go for a base where I can mix ranged and melee. Again, going for the quest, gathering units, and deciding which quest I'm going next. I want paladins, they're very strong. Okay, this item is mine now. He got the kill, which is very bad. The main reason as to why you even do this quest is for the kill. The 50 gold you get from that. Okay, this is a good hero. Going from next quest, do not ever stay fighting unless you are trapped in. That's just bad. Seeing as you would rather go for the next quest, perhaps get an extra item, then maximum get like 50 gold from mercs and also losing a lot of mercs of your own. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is contest this, and we can see that he have saved some units up there. So I'm going to surround those units. Or actually, I'm going to go for his hero first. Lower that one. Okay, so he has base here because you can see in the direction he teleports. However, I have very strong early game since I have units with roar ability that gives 25% increased attack damage to everyone. So I will stay and I will fight this. Regenerator perk is good. I do not really need the teleporter in this game, so I'm going for pillager. Gives me gold for every base that I burn. And now I can go in and block with other units. Jesus. Make sure to use the roar here to give my units 25% attack damage. The item that drops from this base, no, this monster is a item that I can bring to this place to give me 6 units. They have divine armor, very hard to kill, and heal. So they're great support units for early burning, basically, and late game. You can keep them alive for forever, basically, if you just watch them. And now again, should have scouted earlier, didn't, but I will scout now, see for other quests that I can possibly snatch up. Start walking towards them at once, and again, I don't have enough gold for the next spawn. Get a peon. Can get the teleport since the units are going to be far away, and see where I'm going for now, depending on what happens with the scouts. Can make a teleport at once, make sure I don't get rushed since I placed my units here in case of, in case this was up basically. I can go fast with my hero first to get the paladins up there, while my units go south and prepare to get the burn. No, to get the contest the other item. You can't ban someone from viewing, man. That's not possible. Okay, so that was also still up. Going to place one unit there and one here to see, because I do not at all wish to engage this while my hero is not here, since I cannot pick it up, whatever drops. Oh, that was bad. Should have sent it. And I will not get the experience, which is very important early game. And as you saw last game, people will actually start burning very early, so it's very important to move my units and scout the early burns from the start already. So that's in case they're being burned, I can steal them. Hello. Be wary of when you're picking up the paladins here, as a lot of people like to, for some reason, they buy boats here, these, and try to kill them uh, with them, and you will basically get fucked by that, which really sucks. You should never ever do that, actually, because it's such a risk to take for them, and you will most likely not get a kill, as most people just teleport them away like I just did. Again, buff your units if you have units that can buff. Make sure that your hero is not targeted. Oh, that was almost a quit from me. Would have been bad. Moving units through here so everybody can hit. And just gonna use some mana. Stand on silence. Okay. So I'm going for this. If it's still up. That is gone. So that's a very nice thing that I had my scouts there still. Can be able to just go for the next burn instead of last game, where I actually wasted time going to a quest item that was not there anymore. Now I can just go burn at once. Seeing as I know that purple has a main here because I saw the knights outside, is very high chance that he will try to steal my burn. And such, I'm placing a lot of scouts around where I'm burning, the entrance to the burn. Again, I have enough for war mill, but not for spawn, so I'm getting the war mill. Okay. Burn this the same way as I did last time. Always towers first. With this, you really want to make sure that you're ranged, it's moved in, so that they do not die. And with this one, you might want to keep them away in case they decide to target units. Fuck me, and that was sloppy, very sloppy. Lost the main unit, actually two, because I lost one of those as well. That was very bad of me. As you see, the support units that I was talking about earlier, they will heal my units. I do not really wish to walk through those towers again, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to place one group here to block the entrance and contest if purple decides to try and steal it. As you can see, he was trying to clear out my scouts, place out new ones so he doesn't get the kill, and I still have my units. War mill is up. He might try and go fight me pretty early on. Make sure to keep replacing my scouts, as well as down here. Can use teleport back my stuff and get a better map control when I'm doing placing scouts everywhere around where I am. Very slow kill. Going to get melee armor. These units that I have, they are not really that tanky, but they will have to make do. And also check and plan accordingly to see if there is any buyable here that I can buy and use as a second source of melee, for example, since these units are not that good at tanking. Get another range spawn with this base actually, since you want damage, and I cannot afford the direwolf. I can see that he's going here. That makes me believe that he has this base, or he burned it already, so I need to check which of them it is. And he already burned it because he attacked from an angle that I did not see, which was actually kind of unexpected. A lot of people burn that from the south. However, I can see that he went for this one, since he have not yet killed this one, and he went in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I dodge his scouts and go through here. No, here, because he has no scouts there. Be ready to steal his burn. Yeah, as you can see, he's going in. What's nice to do now is perhaps send another group here so that he cannot run out on the other side. Two groups actually. It doesn't matter if I let him be in there for a while, seeing as how he will use a long time to kill all these towers. And you can see that he's actively killing them now, meaning that he's doing the work while I can just come in, kill his army, and get the burn as well. I want him to kill as many towers as possible while losing units or softening them up. Now I'm going in to ensure that I will still be able to kill the base before he can clear it. He might be fast at burning it. As you can see now, he's going straight for the burn. I'm sending my units in. So that was a very successful steal. I got a lot of his units, I did not have to kill any towers, and I still got the burn. That's about as good as it can go with a steal, actually. Upgrade armor more. And now I need another melee spawn. Left a unit there, can get it, that's 15 free gold for me. Gold early game is really important. He's trying to steal it from me again. But as you can see, I had this round, he was not able to get close to it, and he can steal it. Add another melee spawn, start going for the tech. Going for the range attack since I cannot afford the third upgrade for melee. And also get a SC as last game when it's time for it. Since there will be big fights coming up very soon now, most likely. If not with purple, then with someone else. And my scouts have been killed up here. I did not see from what, so that's actually pretty bad for me. I have no idea what's going on up here. He has a lot of units in there still. I do not wish to engage on that. However, I know that his main, right here, is now pretty weak, since I have killed a lot of the defenses from it. But as you can see, I do not have enough gold for another set of wards, so I'm just going to go in here, at least until he comes with his main units, or if I have cleared some of the units there. We'll still focus the towers if there's units there. Okay, so that's yellow's main. Always check with this if you have any knowledge of who players are in general, it's really good. As you can see now, I can contest this. Oh wow, he has those units here as well. That I got a lot of feed from that right there. Pulling them out when I do not have my hero there as well. I cannot see what's going on there because I did not place enough scouts. So I'm completely blinded if he comes to backstab me, and I only have one teleport to teleport my units back with. Really need two since I do not have the teleport perk anymore. What I should have done there when I was back already, I should have picked up wards, but alas I did not, so I will just have to go with it. Okay, he ran them into me. That's a lot of feed. You should never do that. Always check where you're sending those units. They're very squishy and very important to the survival of your army as well. Or well, not survival, but those buff the attack speed and the movement speed of your units, which is very strong. Okay, he's going for me now. You can see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport back there and prevent him from laming my base. Laming is when you force your units to attack the base only. Oh, that was really bad by me. Very sloppy. Could have ended very well in my hero getting killed, and him having a huge advantage while fighting me here. Since he almost got us around on my units. This is a very bad attack for him because I have the passive ward in my base, meaning that I will always have my units be healed. He will not. I can use my towers to clear his wards, and yeah, my towers will also help me fight. This was a very bad fight from him. Now I'm pretty far ahead. I got some feed. I can now start placing scouts again because I'm going to decide what I'm going to do next. I'm going to capture this. You will know eventually what bases are good to capture. This is good because it gives a book, which is a base specific upgrade, which you can see here. This one gives HP regen, for example, to all my units. This one will give me movement speed, HP, and what was it? Attack speed as well. Okay, now I'm going to go finish his main base, since it's now defenseless. As well as getting my last armor upgrade. Okay, so he's coming there. Always check your opponent's ups when you see their units, so you can see how fed they are, so to say. And as I've said earlier, keep placing scouts, get map control. Know what is happening around you, basically. See what burns are still up, see where people are maining. There are so many uses for scouting. So you can see now, this is still up, it's not a main, I can go burn this if I so wish to. This could also be an ideal melee for me. Trade-winds have infantry, they're very tanky, and will go well with my units, seeing as they will buff them as well, the ranged in that base. Okay. As you can see, there's a lot of burns still going, so... Oh, there's a main even. I did not know that. That's something I really should have known at this point in the game, seeing as he might have been able to interfere with or even kill this one before I have noticed. However, he does not seem to be actually doing that much. Oh, never mind, this was burned already. I had no idea. So I'm going to have to place scouts against him. And now I might be unlucky and get teamed because he can attack me and he can attack me. So what I need to do now is I need to eliminate both of them very fast. Getting more ranged damage. And gathering up my units. Getting more wards. And mana ward is also nice. You don't always need a mana ward, because you might not have units that depends on mana, or oh well, he was pretty fed. Or your hero might not need mana, so that's a situational thing to buy. Uh, uh, uh. Now that I have my basic upgrades, I have 3 armor, some damage. I will go for the research center. Placement. The reason I place my units like my bases like no my buildings like this is so that I can protect my base somewhat against the lame. If someone is trying to surround it with their units, they will not be able to surround it as effectively and will not be able to kill it as fast. As you can see, this is most likely his main, Brown, the same guy. He just got those units for the bloodlust effect, meaning that he will most likely be very badly guarded, and I should be quick on this kill. Yeah, that seems to be very likely what he has done. Okay, he's coming now with his main. Oh, he's not coming. I don't really need to fight that tower. Target towers when there's not that many units, and I have such a huge advantage in the fight. Might as well just kill the towers early on, because those units are not going to do much on their own either way. Again, trying not to lose units. Okay, that went very well. I'm going to get a lot of feed, as I did. 400 gold plus the burn. Again, should have spawned that earlier, did not pay attention. Dark Rain left the game. Let's see what's going on in the bases. Can get regen, again, it's really good. Okay, so I see that now that there's a lot of units in the burns in the middle. I'm going to go for them, because that will be a lot of feed, and I'm going to contest him. Let's say he was not, no, he was actually pretty fed. I would not contest him, I would rather go around and try to get fed from burns or something. However, I can contest him since I am far more fed than him at the moment. I have 03 upgrades and 2-0, and I'm also getting tech, and I have a book, so I know that I am stronger than him at the moment, giving me the advantage in the fight. Again, careful not to lose units. Just place my units that I have in my base, like so that they will semi-defend against a rush. Now that I have a fair amount of scouts out, I will just teleport those back to my base as a self-defense, basically. Okay, he kept this actually. That means for me, I can now burn it after he kept it, which is really good for me. Making sure that I always have my buff up, and wards, killing his wards, and yeah, he's trying to backstab me here, but he only has a few units, or does he? Seems like he has more. Going to target my melee, get them up there in front, so that they will tank for me. Same time, just finish off towers here. Again, reapply whenever buffs. And yeah, he's 2-2 now, getting some more feed, but he's still not fed. Also, you can see that on his hero level, he's level 8. I'm level 12. However, he got a new item since last time I saw him. Red's item. He most likely had a fight with Red, which is most likely mained here, since he has a base there and fought the yellow. Yeah, actually I saw the Murloc units, so that is correct. So I'm going to get more tech for my units. Since I got a lot of gold from that fight, I should have done it during the fight or even during the burn there, but I was busy talking about other stuff. So want to be as fast as possible at getting these burns, because some other people might go get them and then I will not get the gold. They will get the gold and I will have a hard time later on. Again, not losing mass. Mass is very important at this point in the game. Seeing as even if I'm far ahead of someone in ups, they will be able to beat me if they have far more units, obviously. Oh well. Again. Okay, let's see. Trying to compact my groups a little more. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to redo my control groups. It will take me some time, it will waste some time now. But to ensure that I have full control of my army in as few clicks as possible, and I can use the control groups for a bigger army as well. Okay, so he's there. Now I can use my new place. Now I only have 4 of them. Can send more units. Obviously I could have just used more, but yeah. 7, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. Going to get more wards. I'm low on wards, and I might get in a fight with yellow since he was here and his hero was here as well. Always keep wards on you, it's really important. Again, placing the units like this so they can defend against a rush. Get more upgrades and prepare for fights. Let's see why I had this arrow there. There's obviously not... Oh well, someone already burnt this. That was probably yellow actually. Well, I'm going in to burn his base then. Since that's also still up, just send this all the way. What he did right there was very stupid of him. He gave me an easy opportunity to get his hero kill, and I knew he had items, so I went for it immediately. And also he's serving me his army right now, so that's also a plus for me. Yeah, that basically made him rage quit. Okay, got a lot of feed now. We'll get the last attack damage from melee. And now I'm going to add more spawns to this base. Prepare to go burn his base north and anything remaining in north. Now is a good time to send scouts again. Check what bases are up. seeing as I want to burn anything before anyone else does. Getting a couple teleports here, and preparing. I shouldn't have built that many workers, but yeah, preparing to spawn units here, basically, and ensure that I can defend the base. Clown Fiesta, yeah man. Oh well, I forgot to update. Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne. Broken Alliances. Okay, so red is there. 3003. That's his upgrades. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got the orb. I forgot about that. I can see now. He still has units in space. He did not kill him. I fear that red might have killed him, and he just left because he was also dying from there. From red, I mean. So, place scouts around the here as well now. So I can see them before they start working their way upwards. Now I can just place that scout up there to see if anybody bought the Bible up north. He's most likely coming to get the base, since he saw him leave, and he most likely knows where he is. Okay, that base is gone. That base is also gone. Using this item, oh well, that was not bad use of the item. Basically, it links your units together. They will share the damage taken. It's really good for making sure that your army stays alive, since usually a few units die at a time. However, if everybody takes damage and shares it, no, if only one takes damage and shares it with the rest, everybody will use the regen and the heal from the board to sustain it and not die. Makes your front line die so much slower. I can see he has something going on here. I can dispel it with my Q ability, consuming the magic, silencing his ultimate, placing down my own, rebuffing after having dispelled everything. Had him in a real good choke here. All my units were attacking, almost, well, not all the melee, but all the ranged. Adding more spawns. This one will buff my units, which synergizes really good with my front line, giving them armor and some damage. This was... no, I do not wish to cap this. Whether you cap it or not is dependent on three things. One, do you want the book? And if you can afford the book. Two, if you want the units. And three, if you need wood. This comes in late game. Like now I have 3 bases or 4 bases for a very long time. I am at 1700 wood. I will most likely never use it all up. However, if you lose both your both your non-mains in the start, you will most likely be starved on wood late game, and you will need another base to continue using gold, basically. There's only 2 players left in the game. That's also something you should be taking note of more often than I am doing. I'm pretty bad at that. And now I'm pretty sure that I am the strongest player left in the game. I will not bother clearing stuff like this for farm anymore. I just want the game to end. So what I'm doing is I'm scouting for their main bases and going for them straight for the kill. Now that I'm going for the kill, there's something you want to bring for every big fight, actually, especially late game. You want an armor tank. This will give all your units 5 armor, and I also want siege tanks since they can kill towers fast. And for this base, oh well, I need another. Yeah. For this base, I can attack his units from the sea. Oh well, never mind. I do not have enough gold. For with boats at least, they will deal AoE damage and are really strong against units clumped up. Oh well, seems like I won't have to. 3-3. Wow, such hostility. Making sure that my armor tank is in there. Okay, once again, dispelling, applying my own buffs, silencing him, and it's pretty much GG at this point. There's not really much he can do to stop me now. Might as well just target the towers with the tanks. Actually, you should. He dispelled it, I did not see that, meaning I went a while without plus 25% of my damage, which is really bad. Below tier pub. Yeah, that's for sure, man. Also, I was very bad there in the term that I did not keep wards down. But alas, it did not matter in the end. As I said earlier, I have this orb, can scan for bases. I did not do that throughout mostly. Yeah, I used it only twice, which is pretty bad. Okay, he bought landmines. I will use them for him for my advantage. Okay, his main is there. Now that I have pinpointed his location, I wish to bring workers for buildings. I have trebuchets that I can place outside his base. Let's say he was now able to hold me for a very long time if he had a lot of range there that I could not push through with my units. I will use trebuchets here, place them here, which would then bombard the base, forcing him out into a place where he did not want to fight. Yeah. Yeah, now I can actually show you if it doesn't automatically go. No, let's wait a few seconds. Yeah. Rip. Oh well,